Before we get into the video, I need to give a special shout out and a huge thank you to Margaret R. She has been a longtime supporter of this channel and she has contributed to this channel. Margaret, I really appreciate the love and support that you've shown me. You've been here since day one and I really appreciate it. If you guys see Margaret in the comments section, make sure to show her some love. She's been here since day one. Thanks again, Margaret, for your contribution, and I'd like to thank everyone else who has donated and supported this channel since the very beginning. Now, thank you, and stay tuned for the video. Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy, Chicken Little, Chicken Leg, Nigga Face. Yo, I'm just messing with you guys, man. It's okay for us to have a little fun and laugh from time to time. It's your boy, TTP, back with another video for you guys. So in this video, we're going to be talking about corporate logos, okay? We see them everywhere. We see them all the time, but they never talk about the hidden meanings in some of these corporate logos and how they connect to the puppet masters. And in this video, I'm going to show you guys 19 different examples of famous corporate logos that have occultic imagery in them. So let's go ahead and let's jump right in. Okay, so coming in at number 1, we have the Google Chrome browser. Now when you look at it, it doesn't really look like much of anything, but when you take a closer look, it actually spells out 666. No surprise there, right? The truth in plain sight. Now let's move on to number 2. Coming in at number 2, we have the Gmail logo. The Gmail logo is actually modeled after the Freemasons. It's basically a depiction of the Freemason aprons that they wear a lot of times at these lodges. When you hear people say stuff like the Freemasons run the world, it's true, and the Freemasons are connected to a lot of these logos. Let's move on to number 3. Coming in at number 3, we have the Walt Disney logo. Now, this is something a lot of us are familiar with. If you don't watch Disney movies, I'm pretty sure you've watched some Disney movie at some point in your childhood. I still watch Disney movies, I'm not gonna front, but the Walt Disney logo, which is world famous, that everybody recognizes, actually has 666 in it. Let's take a closer look. So if we highlight the W, the D, and the Y, we can see that it clearly spells out 666. And this tells us who is behind these movies, who is behind this animation department with Disney. 666. And not only that, but Walt Disney was rumored to be a Freemason himself. He actually has a Club 33 at one of his theme parks that's for high-ranking Freemasons. Because we know in Freemasonry, the 33rd degree is the highest degree of Freemasonry. And right here at Club 33, we see the black and white tile floors that I always talk about. And it's no secret that not just anybody can get into Club 33. This particular venue is not just open to anybody. You have to be a Freemason to even gain access into Club 33. Now let's move on to number 4. Coming in at number 4, we have the Oreo Cookies. Now for the Oreo Cookies, the imagery I'm about to show you can be found on the cookie itself and on the packaging. Let's take a look. Now I want you guys to direct your attention to the actual circled area of the cookie, and you can also see the logo says Nabisco. What you're looking at is known as the double cross or the Leviathan cross, which is used in Satanism. As a matter of fact, the founder of the Satanic Temple, Anton LaVey, is the one who made it popular. No surprise there, right? Let's continue. Coming in at number 5, we have the Monster logo. Let's take a look. Now this one is a little bit more cryptic than the other ones I've shown you because they're kind of like right in your face. But basically, if we look at the Monster logo, what we're looking at is Hebrew numerals. And when we look at the Hebrew numerals, when we look at 6, we can clearly see from the Hebrew numerals that the Monster logo actually says 666. It's crazy, right? Let's move on. Coming in number 6, we have the Kleenex logo. Now, this is another one of the logos that kind of caught me off guard when I looked at it. But when you flip this upside down, it also says 666. I'm showing you guys these logos because I want you to understand that Satan is behind all of these major profitable industries, and he shows his face and his self through these brands because these brands are connected to him. Even though we may not think that, looking at this video, it's obvious. Now let's move on to number 7. Coming in at number 7, we have the Time Warner Cable logo. Now, taking a good look at this, we can obviously see the all-seeing eye symbolism in the Time Warner Cable logo. And to be honest, the all-seeing eye is used in many things, in many logos, many different companies, and lots of different television shows and media. I mean, the one-eye symbolism is the same symbolism that's printed on the back of the US dollar that shows the all-seeing eye with the pyramid. The all-seeing eye represents the all-seeing eye of Lucifer. And this is why we see so many celebrities throwing up the 666 and holding it over their eye. That is a way that they give praise and homage to Lucifer. Alright, now let's move on to number 8. Coming in at number 8, we have the Mazda logo. Now, this is the first item on our list that's actually related to a car company, an automobile industry, which is Mazda. Now, the Mazda symbolism shows us the owl. And I've mentioned many times on this channel that the owl represents the secret knowledge that the puppet masters have. They feel like they're better than us, they're smarter than us because they have this knowledge. This is exactly why they go to Bohemian Grove and they pray to a large owl. It's also why we see Drake showing us the owl symbolism on his label called OVO. He's part of the industry, so he will show off the symbolism, just like everybody else. Now let's move on to number 9. Alright, coming in at number 9, we have the America Online logo. Now, some of the youngsters may not recognize this logo because obviously America Online is no longer available. But just like I showed you guys earlier, the AOL logo shows us the all-seeing eye. Now let's continue. Coming in at number 10, we have the CBS logo. Since we're on the topic of the all-seeing eye, obviously we can see that the CBS logo is also another depiction of the all-seeing eye. And coming in at number 11, we have the Pepsi logo. Now, the Pepsi logo is actually twofold. It represents the all-seeing eye as well as 666. And as we can clearly see, if you take the word Pep and we put it upside down, we get the 666. Coming in at number 12, we have the Walmart logo. Now, the Walmart logo is very, very interesting because it actually has a hidden message. Not a hidden image, but a hidden message. Let's break it down. Now, this hidden message may actually surprise you because it surprised me when I started to find it out myself. So the Walmart logo, actually, if we take the wall part and we read it backwards, it says law. And if we take the mark part and we put it in front of the law, it says martial law or marked law. But what they're alluding to is martial law. And you might be asking, why would they put martial law in the title of this corporate brand? And I'm going to tell you why. As we know, many Walmarts have been closing down for very strange reasons. The reasons being that these Walmarts will be used during martial law as FEMA camps. Now, that's a whole nother video for a whole nother time, but that is the reason why these Walmarts have been closing in such large numbers. They are gutting out these Walmarts because when martial law is in full effect, they will be sending people to these Walmarts that have been gutted out to be used as FEMA detention concentration camps. They are literally telling us their agenda through this corporate brand. And with the way things are going right now with the C word and all this other stuff, we will be seeing these detention camps come into play very, very soon. Now let's move on to number 13. Coming in at number 13, we have the Kellogg's logo. Now, a lot of us are familiar with the Kellogg's logo. We know that they are a cereal brand, and they make many different types of cereal that I used to, eat when I was a kid. I loved Frosted Flakes, Corn Flakes, things like that. But the Kellogg's logo also has 666 in it. If we flip it upside down, we get the 666 once again. Now, the reason why they have it upside down saying 666 is because it would be a little obvious to people that it says 666 if they put it in plain sight. So what they try to do is disguise it, but still show it at the same time. Let's move on to number 14. And coming in at number 14, we have the Apple Store logo, which is basically modeled after the square and compass that we constantly see in Freemasonry. Now, the square and compass is the most identifiable symbol in Freemasonry, and the square and compass represents architect tools. And these architect tools are used in Masonic rituals as emblems to teach symbolic lessons. So whenever you see the square and compass, it represents the Freemasons. And that's exactly what the Apple Store logo is, the square and the compass. The Freemasons run the world, and that's why there is a Masonic lodge in literally every single town. If you go on Google right now and you look up a Freemason lodge, I guarantee you there is one somewhere in your city or somewhere in your town. Now let's move on, guys. Coming in at number 15, we have the Gatorade logo. Now this logo is also twofold. Now this is the updated version of the Gatorade logo, which has the G and the lightning bolt. I've said many times that the lightning bolt represents Lucifer because the Bible tells us that Lucifer fell like lightning from the heaven when God had cast him out of heaven. So we see the lightning bolt, and we also see the G, which is constantly seen inside of the Freemason square and compass logo. So the G and the lightning bolt is not a coincidence. And last but not least, we have the Starbucks logo. Now the Starbucks logo represents a few things. The first thing is that it is actually a depiction of a siren or a mermaid holding up its tail. And, in Greek mythology, the siren was known to lure sailors by its singing voice. They would be attracted by the voice of the singing mermaid, and the mermaid would basically drown and kill the sailors. But if we flip the Starbucks logo upside down, doesn't that kind of look like the goat symbolism or the Baphomet that we constantly see in the music videos? I did a full-length movie on the Baphomet and the goat symbolism. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, I will leave a link in the description. But I wanted to make this video just to show you guys that there's hidden symbolism in these logos, and these logos don't just randomly throw these things in. They're put there on purpose because these people that own these companies have sold out to Satan in some kind of way. And I mean, if they didn't sell out, then why are we seeing the 666? If they didn't, why are we seeing the Masonic symbolism if these people did not sell out to the devil, or if they did not sell out to the occult? I mean, we can even look at the Facebook logo and see Freemasonry in it. Let's take a look real quick before I close out this video. What we're looking at is the Masonic 2-ball cane, and it's basically a cane with 2 balls on the side of it. So guys, just understand that these corporations are connected to the occult. They're connected to Freemasonry. The Freemasons run the world. So I hope this video has helped open you guys' eyes and help you understand that these logos are not just logos. They are actual calling cards for the occult and for the Freemasons. I thank you guys for taking time to watch this video. God bless you guys. This is TTP, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Why, what do you mean, sir?
Freemasons run the country!
Ew. And by the sacred parchment, I swear that if I reveal the secrets of the stonecutters, may my stomach become bloated and my head be plucked of all but 3 hairs.
I think you should have to take a different oath.
Everyone takes the same oath. Welcome to the club number 908. You have joined the sacred order of the stonecutters, who since ancient times have split the rocks of ignorance that obscure the light of knowledge and truth.